You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your early weekly spoilers from Monday, June 3rd through Friday, June 7th. We have got big news on the Clyde front, and we've got some wedding day mayhem and all sorts of stuff to discuss. If you have not, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss anything. And if you're a regular listener here, you know that on our early edition days, we run real quick through what's happening the rest of this week. So the spoilers I'm giving you for next week will make sense because I'm going to just give you some context. So on Wednesday, May 29th, Stephanie is very worried about Everett's mental health. She talks to Chad about it, and he's actually very supportive. Steve Johnson is on Clyde's case. He is looking for Clyde and Officer Goldman, and he is very close to figuring out where they are hiding out. Lucas Horton heads with Ava and Harris on a Clyde search in Montana, and Marlena talks to Jada Hunter about setting up an intervention for Everett to try and address this dual personality issue. And Marlena and John are there to comfort a very stunned and distraught Eric Brady, who has just lost his little son. And of course, he doesn't know that really is his son. Thursday, May 30th, we've got Stefan offering Theresa Donovan a job. She just ran her last opportunity into the ground. So yeah, give her your business to screw up. Go ahead. So it looks like Theresa might be managing the bistro. And Alex confesses to Marlena that he did get back together with Theresa, but he has not gotten himself out of Kristen DiMera's sheets. He is still seeing her on the side as a booty call. Ava, Harris, and Lucas are in Montana on Thursday, and they are hard at work on a plan to lure Clyde out of hiding and capture him. Meanwhile, back in Salem, EJ is blabbing to Kristen DiMera about how thrilled he is to have his son back in his arms. I still think it's Kristen that might figure this thing out if she notices that EJ is not properly attached to this baby. That's how I think that she might get suspicious. We're going to end this week on Friday, May 31st, where Jada and Stephanie each have a talk with Everett, and both of them walk away from these talks absolutely shocked. It looks like Everett is going to be raging and screaming. So we'll see if he does it to both of them. Sloan creeps into the DiMera mansion on Friday, and she and Nicole have a nasty confrontation in which Nicole punches her in the face. That's going to get very messy. Melinda is very worried about accusations she was involved in the baby swap, and she continues to play dumb and try to cover her own butt. Meanwhile, speaking of the baby swap, Leo kept things hidden for quite a while, and Eric Brady corners him about the lies and the cover-up and tears him a new one, which of course is going to hit Leo very hard because he likes Eric a lot. All right. Next week, Monday, June 3rd, and I've got 2 spoilers for each and every day. Bear that in mind. So on Monday, June 3rd, Eric Brady catches Sloan Petersen trying to flee Salem. So she has this showdown with Nicole on Friday. I don't know if on Monday, maybe Eric comes to the house and finds her there. I don't know, but she's definitely trying her best to get away. EJ set everything up for her, a pile of money, new identities. Will she be able to get away from Eric and get out of Salem? Meanwhile, Leo Stark has some questions for EJ DiMera about that payoff plan to buy his silence. I think he wants to know why he paid him off, and I wonder if Leo is going to be suspicious about EJ's whole demeanor and everything he's saying as well. We're going to see how that goes, but you know, the problem with a blackmailer is you have to keep paying them. And that might be the case where EJ throws more money at him to stop questions, which will probably only make him more curious. Tuesday, June 4th, Sarah Horton is planning a wedding surprise. Now, there are 2 weddings in the offing. There is Xander and Sarah's wedding coming, and Maggie's wedding coming. So I don't know which surprise it is, but Xander Cook is not very keen on it. I wonder if she's thinking about a double wedding and other things. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but I am excited to see these two weddings for vastly different reasons. One, because I want to see Constantine blown up, and the other because I want to see Sarah as Xander's wife again. Ava Vitali and Lucas Horton find Officer Goldman. They've got a hold of her and they try to get her to flip on Clyde. They tell her she'll have an easier sentence. Otherwise, something bad's going to happen, et cetera, et cetera. I think she might give up Clyde. We'll see. Wednesday, June 5th, Harris has to stop Ava from killing someone. Maybe it's Officer Goldman, because Officer Goldman, remember, left her son Tripp to die. Or it might be Clyde. I don't know, because Clyde is in custody this week. Nicole and Eric talk about baby Jude, and things get very emotional between them. Of course, Eric is still having a very hard time. Little does he know that is his son, which is very sad. Thursday, June 6th on Days of Our Life, Clyde makes this claim about Abby that Chad doesn't believe. He's very skeptical about it. So I'm very interested, because Clyde at first, said he killed Abby just basically out of a crime of opportunity. But now it looks like there was more to it, because she had figured out Clyde was the mastermind behind a drug ring even before everybody else figured it out. Meanwhile, Kristen and Alex backtrack on a decision they made. I wonder if they decided to stop sleeping together and stop seeing each other, and then they decide to go back to it, which is very interesting, because on Friday, June 7th, Alex stumbles in on Theresa and Brady in an interesting position. Actually, it's a compromising position. So what are they doing that he finds them doing? And is Theresa doing this, to slap back at Alex for sleeping with Kristen? I mean, we know Theresa still has a crush on Brady, so this is all very messy. Kristen's going to be very mad when she finds out. Also, Sarah Horton reaches out to someone from Xander's past. I feel like it's probably his mother that she's reaching out to. There's not a ton of people in his past that she would have a reason to talk to, but she has asked recently about his mother, and he kind of blew her off. And we know Serena Scott Thomas is joining soon, and a lot of people are speculating that she will be playing Xander's mother, and I think she might be. So we will find out. I figure she's trying to bring Xander's mom around for their wedding. We'll see how it goes. Those are all of our early weekly spoilers, so please subscribe if you have not. Definitely come back soon. We are talking Days of Our Lives 7 days a week, and I love your comments. Be sure and drop your comments and come back soon. As always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.